This Playboy once again live on the television, A.K.A. Snoop. Now, first things first, got a call from Big Boss Dog. He wanted me to talk to you all about, what's been happening. And one, he told me to reflect on some things that's been happening and to tell you about this Moore Gary Kennard named his 10/4/1975 birthday. Now, of course, they're going to have, start controversy because they know I've been Calvin Brothers Jr. and my birthday 10/20/1971. So, long ago, you got, this, who had this last name? Well, his name was Ralph Connard. Now, he was the police. And ain't my father. And this girl named Jenny, she ain't my sister. Corey Broadus is. I've got brothers, I've called, working with Doghouse Records, my Playboy Records, rolling with Death Row, Dirty D, Jewels, and, Little Snoop, another Snoop. I've got my street name Snoop, 20 gang, by money hustling, used to be the West Coast Playboy Crip Chief, the boss, the big boss, SNOOP, although Big Boss Dog gave me a call and said, you know what, Playboy, talk to me. He said, you ain't gonna be, running the mob with what's happening. You maintain your composure. In other words, be smooth with what you're doing, with your music, just maintain your business you got with your Playboy Records. So, did that. So I've been, famous on as well many years, although, they gonna stop what they gonna stop with the USA coming because, there's been controversy with attacks with weapons and, there's been terrorism against them with the USA government because they started this 10/4/1975 birthday. And this Moore Gary Kennard name. That's their fault. That's not my fault. That's something they started. When I've been Calvin Brothers Jr. My birthday, my birthday is 10/20/1971. That's something they started. Now, of course, I see, jealousy lurk. Well, of course they're going to be jealous. My Playboy Records known overseas. I got family in the Chinese military. Sister Sushi, I've got, rhymes about military leaders ain't just, not knowing I've known. Others know. Although somebody wants to get involved with, what's happening, although somebody like me, who's been in this rap game many years, about 21 years, knows that I've been smart enough to realize there is perpetrators who are being purposely now. You've got all of a sudden this rap game. You've got those, and they just want to start controversies and start talking. Then next thing they get blown up. Because that's happened with the controversy. They stopped with this Moore Gary Kennard name in 10/20/1971, my birthday, not no 10/4/1975. And Calvin Brothers Jr., my real name. Calvin Brothers Jr., that's my name. Nobody else's. I've been Playboy with rhyming or my street name alias is Snoop. There is them, I've seen on the news, this has happened. And ain't nothing new to me that them with the USA government got terrorized. And they're dead. This was on the news. This is reality. You've seen this on the news. So that's what happened to them with the USA government. Wars happening against them with the USA government. I've got family in the military overseas on the world. I've been the CEO also. I'm not like others got to prove themselves. They're wasting their time trying to prove themselves, acting like they who I've been, and that's Playboy. That ain't gonna be happening. They can waste their time perpetrating like they me when they're only fooling themselves. Each and every one of them is fooling themselves. I've got to call for Big Boss Dog, Snoop Doggy Dogg, know I've been related to. And, working with Doghouse Records and my Playboy Records and The Row. Death Row Records. Just like as if somebody else in the rap game got work with the record label they roll with. I roll with Doghouse and Death Row Records, although I've been the CEO besides a lyricist, rhymes from my Playboy Records. Those that imitate, duplicate, perpetrate, they is doing that purposely. And if they want to be on the streets and, wherever on the world, and be like, I've been Playboy, A.K.A. Snoop. So what? I've got fans, although I've also got perpetrators that perpetrate who I've been in, ain't gonna tell you the truth, the realism. And, if they want to start what they start, who knows what could happen to them with the USA government. That's something you see on the news already happened to them. And, they visited me from California. My sister Corey, my Brizzos, Dirty D, Lil Snoop, and Jewels. Cortazar, and, Cordell and Julian. I would say, call them Jewels. Now, there's controversy about, I've known that I've not known that others know that, they never got no 213 Benz a buck record deal with Doghouse Records. That's what I've got. Nobody else has that. They don't have the 213 Benz a buck contract with Doghouse. I've been on Facebook. I've been on YouTube many years. I've been overseas. I've told Tupac once, I've said, you know what? If there wasn't for you Asians with this technology, wherever they had their work, when recording our music, I've been making music many years, we wouldn't be able to be heard, listened to on the street, on the world. Now, I've been from California to LBC. I ain't been from no Lake County, Illinois. Down the street from, Chicago, what I've called Chi-Town, Shiz-I-Tizzle. There's a contest here, There's been attacks all over these streets with the USA government. That's not my problem, that's their problem. And you would know the same. That ain't your problem, that's their problem with the USA government. Nobody else's. There's war, many reasons why. Got on Facebook the other day, he started this 10-4-1975 war, Gary Canard named It could be that is one of the reasons from what I've heard. They've got terrorized on streets because of that. And there's not really racism. You got the white, you got the black, you got the brown with the government. They're with the government, the USA government. White, black, and brown on the street. It's from the street. There is, controversy, amongst each other, including with me. I've been from the block. I play with records where I've not played. You think I'll be playing when I've been offered $25 million in California, in the West Coast in Hollywood just to get up on stage? Fuckers don't even make record deals have contracts like that. That's more money than athletes make. $25 million just get on stage one time. Just get up on stage one time. This Playboy, A.K.A. Snoop. Let you know, y'all. Like Tupac said, my homeboy, West Side's the best side, and you best believe that. Yeah, he said what's good to y'all overseas. Ain't just y'all the Chinese. This Playboy again once again on the television. Big Boss Dog gave me the call, said, Playboy, get on their ass. So I've had to let them know. They've already known this though. They just starting controversy purposely, although, they're up, there's been attacks against them with the USA government. A.K.A. Snoop, like I said, Playboy A.K.A. Snoop once again. LBC, y'all. Said was good, like I said, y'all overseas, and my Briscoe's Dirty D, Lil Snoop, Jewels, and my sister Corey, and a lot of y'all out there in California hustling, rhyming, doing what you're doing, to put food on the table. And y'all, in the rap game, doing what you're doing there, especially y'all overseas. Y'all, it's just you Chinese, others in Asia and others overseas, on the world.